Okay, let's jump in. For this deep dive, we've got sources on a really specific product.
Very specific.
It's a fiber gummy called Peachy Clean, and it's marketed, directly to the gay bottom community.
Right.
The promise is huge, cutting prep time in half, boosting confidence all day.
And that's where it gets interesting. This is where, precise marketing meets actual nutritional science.
Exactly. So our mission here is to unpack all this. We want to separate the unique branding from the core science and see if the benefits are, truly universal.
Let's do it.
I'm always a little skeptical when a supplement is this targeted. So let's start with the foundation. What does the science say? What's actually in these gummies?
Okay, so the formula really boils down to two key things.
Right.
First, you've got 4,000 milligrams of resistant maltodextrin.
Right.
And second, 1 billion CFU of probiotics.
CFU, that's just the count of the good bacteria, right?
That's exactly. Colony-forming units. It's just how we measure the dose of living microbes. And that first one, resistant maltodextrin, it's a well-studied prebiotic fiber. It's legitimate.
So what does that fiber actually do? How does it deliver on that core promise of, a quick and easy prep?
Well, the clinical trials on it are pretty solid. It's shown to improve stool consistency, which is obviously foundational.
Sure.
But the key is that it also significantly reduces what's called colonic transit time.
Which is just a fancy way of saying how fast waste moves through you.
Precisely. Faster, more complete movement. That is the mechanism that leads to that feeling of being thoroughly clean.
And what about the probiotic part? How does that fit in?
Ah, that's the other half of the puzzle. They use a strain called Bacillus coagulans. It's a really smart choice, actually.
Why that one specifically?
Because it's spore forming. Think of it like it has a natural protective shell, so it's much better at surviving the harsh acid in your stomach to get where it needs to do its work.
So the two work together.
A perfect synergy. The prebiotic fiber feeds the probiotic bacteria, and the whole system is geared toward one thing: predictable, consistent stool formation.
Okay, that all sounds very effective, but
Yeah.
let's talk numbers for a second, add some friction here. Peachy provides 4 grams of fiber.
Right. 4,000 milligrams.
But I've seen research where the really strong benefits for gut health come from, 15 to 25 grams a day? So is 4 grams really enough, or is it just a drop in the bucket?
That is the crucial question. And the answer is, it's nuanced. 4 grams is an effective level of supplementation. It will produce measurable improvements.
Right.
But you're right, it does sit well below the dosages used in studies that show the absolute strongest effects. So it's effective, for sure, but it's not maxing out your fiber intake.
So if the science is solid, but the dose isn't, the highest possible, is this product just clever branding? How does it stack up against something cheap you can just grab at the drugstore, like Metamucil?
The sources actually draw a really clear line here.
Mm-hmm.
A standard dose of something like Metamucil powder only gives you about 2,400 milligrams of fiber.
So significantly, yes.
Way less, and it has 0 probiotics, absolutely none. Plus, you can't discount the format. The fact that it's a gummy makes a huge difference for compliance. People are just more likely to take something that tastes good and is easy to carry around.
I suppose so.
The company even claims that less than 1% of their customers ask for a refund. That's a pretty strong signal that people find value in the convenience and the results they're getting.
Okay, so let's circle back to the marketing. It's hyper-specific,
Mm-hmm.
but the body's plumbing, that's universal.
It is.
So how do the sources sort of square this high-concept branding with, basic human physiology?
It's the digestive paradox, right? The mechanism is 100% universal. The key takeaway here is that fiber works the same way in everyone.
Right.
It improves stool consistency and completeness. That core physiological action doesn't care about your lifestyle or your community. Whether you want a faster prep time or you just want more reliable mornings, the fiber does the same job.
So to synthesize this for everyone listening, the verdict seems to be that this product, it actually finds a balance. It has this very targeted branding, but it's built on genuine, legitimate ingredients.
Yes, it delivers real gut health benefits. It's not just empty promises.
And the sources say the pricing is pretty competitive, right? Around $30 a month if you subscribe.
It is. Which brings us to the final provocative thought for you, the consumer.
Let's hear it.
Look, the product has scientifically validated ingredients. It aligns perfectly with what we know about how fiber works, and the customer feedback is overwhelmingly positive. We're talking 4.7 stars from over 43,000 verified reviews.
That's a lot of data.
It is. So the ultimate question you have to ask yourself is this: How much value do you place on that convenience, the taste, and that community-focused branding versus just getting generic fiber from another source? That's the real choice here.